Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Isis and today I will be sharing how I took out my locks after having them in for 1 full year. I'll also be throwing in some need to knows and tips that I wish I had taken more consideration to before I had taken out my locks. And these are tips that are all just based off of my experience. Just before I jump into the videos and me taking out my locks, I think it would be best just to give a little bit of context. I started my locks in April 2019, right before the whole COVID shutdown madness. I'm sorry, right 1 month after the whole COVID shutdown madness. And I figured, why not start now? Like, no one's gonna see me for the next couple of months, or at that time I thought it was just weeks, but no one's gonna see me for the next couple of months. Why not start now? I was working home remote and I always wanted locks. I just always would push it off. For some reason, I'll say, oh, I'll get it next year, or just wait. I'll just wait till I'm a little older. And to be honest, I wish I had started a lot sooner. Once I started my locks and once I had them in for a few months, I started falling in love with them a lot. And I especially started falling in love with just my hair in general all over again. So it was definitely an experience that I really, really loved. Spoiler alert, I will be doing my starter locks again. I will be doing locks again. However, I guess since I love my locks so much, why am I doing this video of me taking out my locks? So there was two main reasons, and we are all our own worst critic, me especially. So there was plenty of reasons. However, there were two that I just could not get past. So number one, the first thing was buildup. And not the buildup itself, but what caused the buildup. Keep in mind, buildup with locks is very natural. It's going to happen. However, I was using locking wax for my locks. First time having locks ever. I did them myself, and I just did my research and I found locking wax and I was like, oh sure, let's give it a shot. And I used it for the whole year straight. What I noticed as I was using the locking wax is there would be a lot of buildup. Not the usual buildup, but like white residue, sometimes a little clumpy. It was gross. I hated it. No one else really noticed. However, I felt like if you caught me in the right light, it was pretty visible. So I just couldn't really look past it. I would try to hide it with some other locks, but it would get on my nerves every once in a while. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to take out my locks. I just decided that I no longer wanted to use locking wax. I wanted to use something more natural, something with just some simple ingredients. Still looking for like a more natural way of locking my, of doing my locks. So if any one of y'all have any suggestions, things that you use, tips, please put them in the chat. Tell me about them. I've heard about flaxseed gel, maybe with a little bit of aloe vera. I might give that a shot. If anyone's ever tried it, tell me about it. But that would be super helpful. So please and thank you. The second reason why I took out my locks is the most important reason. So when you do your locks, you want to be mindful of the way you're twisting them. Either you twist all the time counterclockwise or clockwise. Whatever way that is, you want to make sure that you twist all your locks that way. Me, on the other hand, I wasn't paying attention. So I just twisted them however I wanted, counterclockwise on this side, clockwise on this side. It didn't really matter at the time. I found myself down the road overcompensating for this though, because I just couldn't remember. I wanted all of them to be locked in the same direction. So I would twist counterclockwise. I would retwist counterclockwise locks, clockwise, vice versa. It just started looking really bad, especially in the back. Again, something no one could see. However, it was bothering me, especially if I ever wanted, whenever I got to that point, if I ever wanted to do like an updo, it was bothering me. So that was the biggest reason why I took out my locks. You'll see it in the video. It created like a lock bulbing kind of effect. So that's the main two reasons why I had to take them out. So that's really it. Before I jump into the videos of me taking out my locks, I do want to put it out there. I am not a professional hairstylist. I am not a loctician. I'm really just your average girl who likes to do her own hair. Just like how you know your hair better than anyone else, I know my hair better than anyone else. So I know what my hair can take and what my hair cannot take. So just be sure to do your own research. Don't use my words as official advice. Be sure to do your research. If it's watching a bunch of YouTube videos like even I did, sure, make sure you do all that. Just make sure you also just go with your gut. That's all I really have to say. Let's go into the videos. Okay, y'all, so I just finished washing my hair and adding conditioner. Here's what I was talking about with me constantly changing the retwist of my hair. It made like a bulbing kind of look to the locks in the back of my hair. To some, not a big deal, but for me, I couldn't stand it. So now I am applying conditioner to the lock. Later on I learned the more conditioner the better. So big emphasis on just purchasing your most cheapest bottle of conditioner at your local beauty supply store. And then I am using the metal tip of my comb to just slowly pull apart at the tip of my lock. Take your time, do not rush. You really just want to slowly break apart the lock as gentle as possible. And so jump forward to about 11 minutes later. Not lying to y'all, it took 11 minutes. I checked the recording. It took 11 minutes to take out this one lock. So prepare yourself. You'll notice that I started using the regular wider tooth comb to help me take out that buildup and wax. Please disregard my pain faces. I'm just super tender-headed. I'm also adding some more conditioner just to make sure that comb goes through as smoothly as possible, limit the amount of hair loss, etc. And that is it. The lock is finally out. I was really proud of how much my hair had grown. Do not let this shrinkage fool y'all. My hair had grown a lot. Yikes. So this is me 2 days later. This process took an entire 3 days, about 24 hours within those 3 days. And to be 100% honest with y'all, I was so over taking out my locks by this point. I had the bags under my eyes, I had the old hoodie, I had the big old twisties in my hair. I just wanted to finish this. And so here I am, the home stretch, the last lock. and it is finally done. All the locks are out. My hair is out. It had been a whole year since my hair had been out, so it was fun playing with it for a little while. I was feeling myself every now and then, so it was really good just to see my hair out again. But yes, they're finally done. All the locks are out. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, it took me 3 days, about 24 hours to take out all those locks. It was a long process that I will never do again. So just be mindful of that. It does take some time. Something I noticed that I didn't do was give a quick summary of like what I used. I used some hair ties. Hope you can see this. It's a little dingy, got a lot of product all over it. But I used some hair ties. I don't think it cost me more than like $2 for all of these. Probably barely, like maybe 99¢. Stole these from my mom. These are those clips that you use, like when you want to clip the rollers in the dryer and all that. I use the hair ties to section off my hair in big sections, and then I use the clips to section off smaller rolls. So if I was working on a row, I would use the clips to just put those other locks to the side while I work on one lock. Something else that's really important, and I cannot find the other comb, I'm sorry, but I use 2 combs. I use this comb, hopefully you can see it, and I used a regular tooth comb. This one is very important. This is the part that I was using to take out the locks. It's very sharp, so be careful. But this was very important the whole time. And then once I felt like I got most of it out, I used the regular tooth comb to just kind of comb through it very gently. I also use conditioner. Conditioner will help you a lot. Do not skimp on the conditioner. I use Shea Moisture conditioner. You do not have to use $10 plus Shea Moisture conditioner. I used to have my hair out a lot, and I used to do like twist outs and what have you, so that's what I used it for. But then since I had locks, I just had a full bottle just sitting there doing nothing, so I decided to use it. Please, 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 don't break the bank. Go get the cheapest bottle of conditioner, call it a day. You're gonna wash your hair out anyway. So go get a really cheap bottle from your local beauty supply store, Walmart, whatever. What else did I use? Oh, and I used the spray bottle, which broke. R.I.P. But you can use any spray bottle from anywhere. That spray bottle particularly is sprayed like a mist. I got mine from Bed Bath & Beyond like 5 years ago, so it lasted pretty long. But you can get it from anywhere now. You can get it from your beauty supply store. You can get it from Target, Walmart. I think you can get it from Dollar Tree. Like a lot of places. So just look for it. You can get it on Amazon, but I don't know if unless you got Prime, why wait when you can just go to the store? So yeah, you can use that spray bottle to always just spray your hair, keep it kind of damp, not soaking wet like how I did, but try to keep it damp. And those were the supplies I used. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Those are the supplies I used. I also just want to end off on some tips that I wish I had really taken consideration into before I started. So the first thing, and I literally wrote it like this: do not be stubborn like I was. It is going to take some time. I even did my research. I watched the YouTube videos. I Googled all that stuff like that. And it did say, like, depending on your length and the size of your locks, it's going to take anywhere from 3 to 7 days. And I was like, I'm gonna get it done in a day. No, it took me 3 whole days with breaks. One night I stayed up almost until like 4 a.m. because I just wanted to get it done so bad. So keep in mind, depending on your length, I would say it's gonna take you a minimum of 3 days, and it could be longer. So don't do it on a Sunday when you know you gotta go to work on a Monday, unless they'll let you wear like a nice wrap like this. Number 2, take your time. It is going to take a while, so just go slow, be gentle. You don't want to rip your hair out. You just want to kind of slightly pull it apart. but you don't want to rip it out. So take your time and don't rush. Number 3 is be mindful that there's going to be a lot of shedding. So even though you are taking your time, a lot of hair is going to come out. The point of taking your time is to make sure that not too much will come out, but a lot will come out. Your hair, or usually on average, your hair sheds anywhere from 50 to 100 times a day. And when your hair is locked, it's still shedding. You won't see it as much. You don't even notice the 50 to 100 times. You'll probably see a couple of hairs like 15 times. So it's still shedding, but it gets locked in there sometimes. So what you're really taking out is the shedding and not so much of your new growth or just your whole hair in general. You won't end up bald. I think as you saw in mine, like I was still pretty satisfied with how thick my hair was and how much hair I still had. It actually grew a lot more than I thought it would. So just be mindful. It's going to be a lot of shedding. Don't let it scare you. Just take your time. And that's it. Yeah. Got through all my note cards. I want to thank everyone for watching this video. Thank you so much. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm still super feeling anxious, but I'm really happy that I did this. Let me know if you like this video or want to see any other videos like this. I will be uploading a video of my starter locks, probably giving like a 2-week update. So please be sure to like and subscribe if you feel like this video was really helpful. Or just like and subscribe anyway. Again, my name is Isis. Please stay safe, take care, and thank you so much for watching.